how you feel about this lawsuit that Kirk Burrowes got against Puffy?
That Kirk Burrowes and Diddy was lovers, or they had some kind of relationship like that.
What went wrong between you and Puffy? Because if I'm not mistaken, he made you give up your ownership in Bad Boy, right?
I wasn't threatened by him. What I was messed up over was the fact that I started this company with you from day zero, and now the one solid thing that you told me I had, you want to take that back.
Bruh, Kirk Burrowes, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother.
Buckle up, because the empire Sean Diddy Combs built just took a seismic hit.
I love you.
Love you too. And this time, it's not him in the crosshairs, it's his own mother. Janice Combs is now staring down a lawsuit that's got jaws dropping and ex buzzing like a hornet's nest. She's been named the mastermind in a Rico case.
Guy, come in here, sit down, and shut the door. Janice Combs has been sued in a new lawsuit. It looks like she has been named as the mastermind in Diddy's Rico empire.
Accused of orchestrating a decades-long scheme to rip off Bad Boy Entertainment's co-founder and leave him broke.
And she is being sued by none other than Diddy's former partner and co-founder of Bad Boy, Kirk Burrowes. Y'all, this is a deep lawsuit, and this pretty much guarantees that Janice Combs will be named by the federal government.
That's right, Janice, the matriarch who stood by Diddy through scandals and courtrooms, isn't just a bystander anymore. She's being painted as the puppet master, pulling strings with a baseball bat and a smile. Is this the knockout punch that ends her legacy, or a desperate swing from the shadows?
You heard about how Diddy mom came out defending him? She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
Yeah, he not a monster. She is. Everything in her fucking name. She's the monster. She created that. I don't want to go there. It's her, bro. It's her. She is his. Like, they like. I can't even explain it, bro. She just ain't no. She the devil, bro. That's how I see it. She the devil. Janice Combs is the fucking devil.
Yo, I did this. Why he want receipts? Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
This alleged tale, yes, spun for entertainment, dives into the explosive claims, why Janice is being sued, how it ties into Diddy's empire, and what it means for a family already on the ropes.
Embattled music mogul Sean Combs' mother is defending her son. She's calling the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering a public lynching and a pain too unbearable to put into words. Janice Combs has often been seen by his side at glamorous red carpet events. She's also seen in this video at his infamous white party in the Hamptons. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, she says in a just-released statement that also asks people to give him a chance to prove his innocence.
Janice Combs, born in the 1940s, was a single mom who raised a future music mogul from Harlem streets to bad boy royalty.
Okay, let's get the two-shot. What's up, Diddy?
What's up?
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, babe.
She stood by through the grit, the glam, the MTV awards, and now this. But she's not in the background anymore.
We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving. She
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew pew pew.
She's front and center, sued by Kirk Burrowes, a man who claims he co-founded Bad Boy, only to have it stolen from under him by Janice's iron grip.
And this is breaking news. Okay, so what's going on, right? As you guys know, Diddy's under investigation for Rico, that's Racketeering, Influence, and Corruption Organizations Act. Sounds like Bad Boy to me. And this lawsuit confirms Janice Combs knowingly participated in fraudulent business dealings on Diddy's behalf. She held ownership of stolen assets gained through intimidation and coercion. She actively concealed financial crimes for decades for her son. The same son she posted up on Instagram. Leave him alone. He doesn't know the difference between a lie and the truth. I said, that sounds like bad parenting, Janice.
According to Kirk, he and Diddy built Bad Boy together. He was the COO, the strategist, while Diddy was the Flash.
What went wrong between you and Puffy? Because if I'm not mistaken, he made you give up your ownership in Bad Boy, right? And they had you in the room and they had bats and they made you give over your percentage.
Art, I would love to be able to answer that. Like I said, the evolution of the company started like you and I sitting like we are right now. If in a way it's like you're there and I'm across from you. That's the way we started Bad Boy. I would come over to the Uptown office, my notebooks, writing down everything I needed to do that day. Oh, let's get the LLC together. Oh, call Kenny. We need the employment agreement. Oh, let's do this. Oh, we got this session to do. Oh,
together they built an empire that launched legends like Biggie Small. Then the dream shattered. Kirk claims Diddy stormed into the office, swinging a bat, and forced him to sign away his 25% stake in Bad Boy on the spot.
And what happened along the way? We had a lot of success. Got fired from Uptown. I was there, helping him to build back up again. Loyal, no betrayal, no stealing. It looked like the coast was clear. We were renegotiating with Arista. We were about to get a step up in the money. I had 25% of the company. I didn't know why he needed to get that back from me and then give it back to me again. I didn't understand that. That's like a trick, like, okay, here, I gave it to you, now give it back, and don't worry, I'm gonna give it right back to you. I didn't want to give it up. So he came into my office one day unexpected, him and Kenny Marsalis, they had it planned out. Kenny had the briefcase with all the stock certificates in it, and Diddy had the bat, not like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with the bat, but he had the bat like, man, we got to do this. This has to happen. I didn't feel I was gonna get beat down in that office, in all honesty. I got people that can jump out of the shadows in a minute.
But the twist? Kirk says Janice was in on it. Not just a witness, the silent architect who allegedly received and took control of his shares behind the scenes. How does this become a Rico case? Rico, racketeer influenced and corrupt organizations, is legal dynamite. It means a pattern, a crew, a long-term hustle that breaks laws to stack chips. Kirk alleges that Janice didn't stop at a single betrayal.
I wasn't threatened by him. What I was messed up over was the fact that I started this company with you from day zero, and now the one solid thing that you told me I had, you want to take that back and do a return to me on that at this critical time that we're renegotiating and getting a step up on the contract. When he told me it was about all of that renegotiating and that I should trust, I did, begrudgingly, angry, upset. It wasn't right. I did it. He got the stock back. I went on, tried to get over that, kept doing my job, doing what I had to do, delivering everything. And once again, I was caught up in the job. I forgot all about it. And next thing you know, we had the snafu. I was fired. And he just said, oh, okay, bye. And since he had never given me the stock back, he never said that he would pay me anything or give me anything. He just avoided me all these years.
He says she ran a decades-long scheme of intimidation, fraud, and blacklisting. Allegedly, she shut him out of the industry, left him homeless, and made millions while he watched from the sidelines.
Not only did he avoid me all these years, running high and low, I went on and started working with Mary, who the three of us started out together through Bad Boy Productions. What's the 411? She was signed to Uptown. She was started out under an elder A&R person. He assumed an internship position, from internship to vice president of AD and A&R. He assumed the Mary Project. He put that magic on it. And with all of that success, the worst, I'm tired of puffing him up now because so many people had warned. I'm a little not distant, but not running after you with the shovel, cleaning up all the shit.
We're talking royalties from Biggie Mary, J. Blige, and more, all of which Kirk claims should have partly been his. The proof? Kirk says he only discovered the full extent recently, possibly through old contracts, publishing deals, or bank trails that link Janice directly to his lost 25%. Rolling Stone obtained the court filings, which allege Janice's name appears on suspicious publishing rights. Other suits like Dion Best claim she hoarded artist rights too, and with Diddy himself under investigation for trafficking and racketeering, some see a family pattern that's too tight to ignore. Why would Janice do this? Some speculate she was after money, control, or legacy, trying to secure Bad Boy not just for Diddy, but for the entire Combs dynasty. Kirk, once the godfather to Diddy's son Justin, now claims he was just a loose end to be cut. He believes Diddy's bat moment was at her direction, a move to lock down the empire. Janice, now 84 and frail in appearance, was once a force behind the scenes. Did she shield Diddy? or steer him. So what's Janice saying about all this? Her lawyers are silent. No counter statement and no denial. Diddy's team says Kirk's older suits were tossed as too late, but this time, silence speaks volumes. No bat has surfaced. No eyewitness backs the office scene. It's Kirk's word versus a dynasty. Critics call Kirk a broke man chasing lost millions. They say Rico needs a whole crew, not just a mom and her son. And yet the claims are compelling enough to make waves. Diddy's trafficking case already torched the family's image with FBI raids, freak-off rumors, and those infamous baby oil bottles. Now, Janice's Rico tag just piles on. Kirk says he was crushed by Janice's shadow. Once a mogul in the making, now homeless and allegedly blacklisted by the Combs empire. He wants his 25% back, or the cash equivalent. And that could mean millions Janice may not even have. She's still showing up at Diddy's hearings, smiling with grandkids. But this suit, it's a guillotine. Lose, and she's erased from Bad Boy's legacy. Win, and the stain still sticks. So what do you think? Is Janice Combs really the mastermind behind it all? Or is she just a scapegoat in a collapsing empire? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because whether it's truth or fiction, this story is far from over.